On the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
You talk about this Giant defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Purdy. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3
Ready?
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That one caught by Gibson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw again. To the right side and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Get set. Up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. They'll run on first down. Fulton might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll drop to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Niners' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Powering his way forward. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody more power?
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. A quick throw completed by Purdy. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go, 18
That's complete left side to Worthy. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and a couple.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Up the middle they go. Fulton. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Purdy. This one downfield for Tillman. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. Yellow. 18, watch out. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
They go play action here. Purdy. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Purdy. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanchez. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18,
Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Purdy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I mean, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Purdy will throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On first down, they'll go. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now back to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Xavier Worthy from 8 yards out. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
And I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5.
49ers 39.
It's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll run on 1st down. They're down the sideline he goes. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point up and through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
49ers 39.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanchez. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Purdy sets up to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Yeah, he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Aragon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Purdy now to throw. And now to the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch out!
Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Oh, man. Late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but he just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 26.
That's a gain of 8.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
18, watch out! Here we go, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes 2nd down.
Yellow. Get set, get set. Right around, up. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, you.
Purdy to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanchez.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run and play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
18, watch out!
Now a handoff up the middle. Fulton. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Get set, up.
Inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Outside, up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Get set. Get set. Right around, up.
Here's Purdy.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you...
And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. The big men get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way into the end zone. Well, it might be the craziest occurrence of this play since the new rule was enacted prior to the 2015 season. And now this game is tied. This has been a crazy game from the start. Well, it just went up a couple notches of crazy. Now we are tied in the final minute of the 4th.
And that's crazy in all capital letters. And you're right. We shouldn't be surprised at all the way this game has gone back and forth. We definitely should be tied in this situation.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They ultimately lost the lead. But right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to get out in front and force your opponent to play from behind with a good drive here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, love is on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
Up the middle they go. Donaldson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a handoff up the middle. Donaldson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have regained the lead. That was a big risk here in overtime. It sent him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and reposition themselves. So you have confidence in it, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.